Hello again. So now I would like to share my reflection on listening to Nathan's story from the University of Melbourne's 19 Stories of Social Inclusion series. So when I listened to Nathan's story, I practiced what I would call deep listening. I tried to be fully present, not just hearing his words but feeling the emotions behind them. I focused on his tone, his pauses, and his confidence when he spoke about his life. I wasn't just listening with my ears, I was listening with empathy. I tried to understand what belonging and inclusion meant for him. The most powerful moment for me was when he said that at birth, doctors told his parents that they had three options: to institutionalize him, adopt him, or take him home. That one statement made me pause, and it showed how society can label and limit people before they even have a chance to live. But what stood out even more was Nathan's joy and self-belief. He refused to let those barriers define him. His humor when he said to that doctor, "Look who's laughing now," made me smile. It was both powerful and gentle resistance against stereotypes. I also felt deeply moved when Nathan spoke about his parents' belief in his potential. It reminded me how inclusion begins with people who see beyond the label and focus on the person. His story connected me to my own values as an educator, that every child deserves someone who believes in their potential and holds high expectations from them, regardless of ability or background. While listening, I became aware of my own understanding of privilege and ability as someone who has worked with children of diverse and reflected on how my assumptions can unconsciously shape my practice. Nathan's story challenged me to look at disability not as a limitation but as a source of strength and creativity. It reminded me that inclusion is not just about physical presence, it's about genuine participation, opportunity, and respect. Listening to Nathan told me that inclusion begins with how we listen. Responsive listening means recognizing every children's story and seeing their individuality. It was really nice to listen to his story. Throughout, I learned that inclusion starts with believing in others' potential. His story reminded me that every child's life holds possibility, and it's our responsibility as educators to make that potential visible. Thank you.